At Guide Dog Services, we breed and train these wonderful puppies that you can see behind me. Guide Dog Services is a main part of the many services that we provide at the Foundation to empower and support blind and partially sighted people.
Our ultimate goal here is to provide independence through guide dog mobility for blind people throughout New Zealand. What we do in that process here at Guide Dogs and Services in Monterey is we have our own colony of breeding stock. We breed our own dogs that we feel are going to have the right traits, the right temperament, that kind of thing. And then we'll take them through puppy walking, bring them back into the centre after a year, put them through an assessment programme so that we can really look into the potential that they have for a future guide dog.
We also match those guide dogs to a blind person who will have that guide dog for anything up to 10 years. And our relationship with them continues throughout that time, supporting them all the way through.
The selection of our dogs starts long before the puppy's actually born. And what we'll do is we'll look at the gene pools within our breeding stock. So what's the history of the mum and the dad? We'll put them together and they'll bring out hopefully the basic pattern within the litters that they're producing for us. We're looking for the use of their initiative. We're looking at their health issues, the temperament traits and things like that, how they get on socially. The main breeds that we use here are Labradors and Retrievers and a cross between the Labrador and Retriever. We also use maybe 1 litre a year of German Shepherds or Standard Poodles as well for various different reasons. And that's pretty much the same around the world, especially with the Labradors and Retrievers. Sometimes you'll get somebody who is maybe allergic to dog hair, and Poodles shed very, very little hair, if any, and we have less allergy problems with them.
We couldn't do our job well without our amazing group of puppy walkers. They take our puppies from about 8 weeks of age and socialise them over a year to learn how to get around and help a blind person. They do things like go out to a cafe, go on planes and trains, and so you can see we couldn't get by without our great puppy walkers.
Where I take my puppy is very deliberate. I try to give them as much experience as I can with life, so it's everything from a church service to a funeral to a boat trip we'd go on the ferry regularly. I've taken her on planes many times, taxis, buses, trains, just life. Supermarkets, malls, shopping, toilet cubicles, just life.
A guide dog is actually afforded the access rights to anywhere that you and I can go, and that's very important because without those access rights then what we're doing is restricting where a blind person can or can't go.
Generally the public are great. I have been refused entry to restaurants from time to time, and that's basically a misunderstanding on the proprietor's part, and that they don't understand that a dog is allowed in a food premise.
During that year what we'll do is we'll provide lots and lots of support and follow up with regular contact with them, and we can just keep an eye on how the dog is developing socially.
They are always there for us. They're on the end of the phone. It's much like plunket visits. They will visit regularly and assess and test, and we have test walks, but it's not something you do alone. It's done with instruction and coaching and guidance.
Once we've determined that a dog is going to be a guide dog of the future, then what we'll do is we'll put it with one of our specially trained guide dog trainers, and they'll take it through a formal training programme. What we do is we'll teach the dog to walk in a straight line principle, and what that means is that the dog will just keep going in a straight line until the handler themselves tells them to deviate from it. If there's an obstacle in the path, so the dog obviously comes to a dead halt, what the dog's training will do is it will teach the dog to go around the obstacle but then get back on that same straight line. The other thing that we will teach the dog to do is to stop at all curbs, be it a driveway, a road, because obviously we've got to assess the traffic then to see whether it's safe to cross. Our dogs know when they're working because they've got the harness on, it's as simple as that. A very special piece of kit that enables the dog to know that it's working and transfer the movement of the dog to the blind person, so the blind person knows which way to follow the dog. Once the harness is taken off, the dog is in relaxation mode, it behaves like any other family pet.
My job is very varied, no day is the same, so you know I can be flying off to Wellington in the morning to go and see, say, the Department of Building and Housing or Office for Disability Issues, and he's very good with flying, with working at the airport, getting in a taxi, getting to an unfamiliar building. Lots of the times when I meet with external stakeholders, you know, I haven't been to their premises before, so he finds the door, finds the lift, finds a staircase. So it's a lot of short bursts of unfamiliar work that he just figures out. He's got his time out and his dog life. So many people say he's so quiet at work that he's got this corporate mode, and when he gets home and all his gear is off, he runs around and jumps and plays, and you have to play tug of war, and he goes and barks at the neighbour's dog and check where the cat is next door, and you know, just wants to have a good time.
I got Gilbert at the end of 2006, and he was my first guide dog I've had, and ever since I got him he's pretty much changed my life around, given me confidence, independence, and just being able to get out and go around and do stuff like any other person at that age was able to do. Without Gilbert I would probably be just sitting at home and not really going out and doing anything. It gives me heaps of security and confidence in myself when I'm out in the public, when people don't realise that not everyone has 20/20 vision. Well, my vision's pretty shocking at night, so it's definitely helped me get out and enjoy, when I was a teen, my nightlife and catching up with friends instead of having them to come around and see me all the time. I can catch the train or the bus and walk safely without walking into things. Probably some of the most awesome things that Gilbert really helps me with is when there's a step coming up, he'll stop by it, which is quite helpful for me, or else I'd fall down it. Or when there's a train, he'll help me find the door. If there's a big group of people and I can't really get past, he'll clear away. I've got a 3-year-old boy called Riley. Gilbert loves him and Riley loves him. They're pretty much just like best little friends, and whenever Riley's feeling sad or something, Gilbert will just come up and annoy him and he'll start smiling again. And if I'm out with Riley and I don't have Gilbert, I tell Riley that he needs to be Daddy's Gilbert, and then he helps me around a bit more and tells me if there's a step coming up, which is pretty cool for a 3-year-old.
With my first guide dog puppy, I was walking her at the waterfront, and she cut off a man that was also walking with his dog, and it turned out that it was the guide dog he was walking with, and he was blind. And I apologised and explained to him that this was a puppy in training, and he said to me that I had no idea of the independence that that dog had given him, and he thanked me for doing it. Hearing that was really heartwarming, and it's certainly something that I think about when we go back and take another puppy into our hearts and into our homes.
A guide dog can go everywhere with you.
It is like a good friend, but you know, the nice thing is at least he can't talk, so it's like even better than a good friend.